About to go live. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome once again. They don't know how to clap. See, I have to clap for them. Oh, yeah, right. You see, I have to make men do these things. Yeah. Okay, well, I clapped by myself the first time. Then y'all came in after. Okay, there you go. See, now they giving me. I ain't gonna say that now. The claps. But anyway, I'm so happy to have both of these handsome young men. I'm in the middle of them. And I don't know where Kimberley is. Y'all know where Kimberley is? Oh my God. Kimberley finally made it. She always, look at her, she been shopping. She's been shopping, y'all.
She ain't gonna make this easy.
Oh Lord. LA is back. LA is back. Ricky is back.
That's right.
We're so excited that they are back in the house. Once again, yeah, we got bubbles for him, y'all. We got a little, see, mine be trying to act up on me. Kim, how you do it? You just hold it? It ain't, oh, there it go. I got it, LA. I got it, Ricky. Woo!
For real.
Oh, I forgot. You guys just go get in your outfit.
You okay?
Is it okay?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bubble.
Ain't no little bubble.
A little bubbly. A little bubbly.
Here go bubble. Make the coffee better. All right, we're so excited to have them back on the show.
I know.
They've been on the show before. It's been a few little years back. But before we get started, Kimberley, did you have any complaints tonight?
Yes, because the guys need to know. I came in.
What
Elma
happened?
had dinner for us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, everything was easy. I rolled in. I rolled my little bags. I set it up. My bag was sitting up like this. I went out to the car because I forgot my glasses. And I came back. Now, let me tell you, when I went out, Otis wasn't eating.
Okay.
So I knew he had gotten up to go get him something to eat while I stepped out. And then I came back and all my stuff was on the floor.
What's that about?
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you.
What's that about?
Thank you.
Haters.
Haters. And I came back, he had his little plate, and he was just eating that. I said, you didn't have that food.
Otis, you did that.
I'm not saying that.
Ricky said, what's up with that?
I didn't say that. I didn't know.
Ricky said, I don't want none of this smoke.
Ricky.
I don't want none of this smoke.
Ricky said he ain't getting involved with you and Otis.
No.
Look how Otis looking. Otis just shakes his
But I
head.
thought her and Otis had a wonderful rapport.
You didn't see them fighting on my show?
I don't think.
You miss all the times he sabotaged me, even at the other location.
He would not sabotage you.
Yes, he would lock the door
That's
on
your
me.
biggest sponsor.
I'm coming in, and
But
he
they
would.
fight all the time, LA.
And everybody missed all. They
That's what
didn't
makes
see
the
that.
teamwork work.
And he'd peek out the door real slow and then close it. Then he see me bringing all my stuff in. It's hot. I just got off work.
Oh, so he didn't lend you a hand?
Yeah, one of them fake ones where you just take it off and say, here. I laid that one time.
Fake hand, Ricky.
That's it, every time.
Oh, now I gather what's going on.
See,
You
y'all
see what
missed
it
all
is?
Yeah,
that.
the gallant thing.
What's that?
You know, a guy being a gentleman. You know,
He being
being there for
gentleman?
her. You said it was about your bag. Am I correct that I missed something?
He
Did
don't
you drop
help
the
me
bag?
with my
He don't
bag.
help
That's
her
what
with
I'm
the
saying.
bag.
He
That's
don't
what I'm
help
saying.
with
That the lot thing for a man to do would have been to help her with the bag, to open the door, those little
He
different
opened
little-
it, but he
just didn't
closed it
have
before I
to
got there.
Okay.
Otis did that. You talking about that door, right? The front door coming in?
When we used to be at the,
Oh, at the other place, he would always close the door.
he come on in and walk all slow and then close the door.
I bet he got your attention though.
Yeah, he did. She was about to fight him, but they actually fought on the show, and I got over 2,500 views for them fight. I told him to come back out and fight again.
Right.
He couldn't handle it. He couldn't
And how
handle it.
many episodes? If you don't mind me asking, how many episodes have you actually?
We did our 1,000th episode about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
We are
I
working.
tried to look it up. I tried to look it up today to arm myself with that information because I just felt like you was up there.
We did 1,000.
1,000 something.
But we're on. What episode are we on now, producer?
Yep,
We're on
1,006.
1,006. So y'all 1,006.
Yes, sir.
Yes, God has truly
We're gonna-
been good, and you all made that
Yes.
1,000.
All right.
Ricky, you and
yes,
LA was part of
Ricky.
that 1,000
Right.
show, and we thank you all for doing that.
Right.
Ricky, did I
And-
see you somewhere recently? Excuse me.
Where?
Did I see you somewhere?
You
We
always
all
see me
have.
somewhere.
Because I said you had to come back on the show. You said, well, just let me know. We were somewhere.
You always see me somewhere.
I know,
don't
like,
where I
we're
was.
somewhere.
But are they good places they see you?
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
want
We
to make
seen each
sure.
other.
It might have been
Okay,
that
I want to
recent.
make
Might
sure
have been
Ricky
that-
is a good
Might have been
place.
that recent podcast.
Yeah.
That- I mean, it might have been that little recent podcast you had.
That I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done so many.
Yeah,
But
it
that's
was
what the
somewhere, and you
podcast-
said,
yeah,
just
we were
let me
together.
know.
We were able to touch her. I remember.
We
I
were
don't know
somewhere.
where.
We were somewhere, and he's like, I was like, we got to get you back on. He said, well, y'all just let me know.
Yeah, I did say that.
But that's what we want. We want people to come back on the show and be a part of the show because
Like them
you all
glasses,
made
Ellen.
our 1,000th show.
That's right.
And God has truly been good because we moved we done moved from 3 places. We was on Joseph Lane.
Right.
We went to Mansfield and did the show, and then we over
Yes.
here
Yep.
where we could do the show and have more fun. We don't have to be rushing out
Yes.
or anything like that. God has truly blessed us.
Yeah,
and to
yeah.
sit y'all back on.
Oh, yeah.
When he said Ricky was coming, I said,
was like,
oh, I
Right.
texted Kim and told Kim, I said, LA said he was
No, LA did
Man,
that.
it was
He just called me and I told him, yeah.
It was just a coincidence.
I'm walking in the building. He calling me while I'm walking in the restaurant.
It's crazy.
He's
Carl
calling me
got that-
to invite me, and I'm walking in a restaurant. You know, over at I eat at Chef's Corner at least twice a week.
Okay.
Support the black people.
And
Oh,
I'm
really?
inside,
Black
and
folks,
I'm
yeah.
inside Bender's Market.
He's in the
And
Bender's
I'm
Market.
texting him saying, hey,
Yeah.
are you available Tuesday
Right.
on the 18th to go do, to go visit Elma? And he said, man, I'm there for you.
That's Ricky. That's
So,
Ricky.
and I
That's
looked-
Ricky. That's Ricky.
And
That's
then I
Ricky.
looked through the door, and I said, well, Ricky. I seen him when he turned around and came back and came into the store to come see me.
Right.
And I'm looking out the door, and here come Ricky. I said, man, I just texted you. He said, I'm reading it.
I know. I said,
So that's just
This is awesome.
That's just
It
another.
really
that's just,
is.
No, and
It
I'm
really is.
we all are believers.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I just don't think nothing doesn't happen by
Oh, yeah.
coincidence.
Oh, no.
This
I thought it was
journey
the
that
answers.
I've been on ain't happened by no coincidence.
Well,
Right.
And
Right.
when we talk about the things how God deliver us, and I just love telling everyone that our testimonies are real and our inventory is real.
All right,
So
then.
we-
Come on,
so when
inventory.
we talking
Come
about
on.
some crossing our T's and dotting our I's.
Right.
The T for me is testimony.
right.
The I is inventory.
Right.
Yeah.
So when we do those things and just take
Come
a look,
on with it.
do those things on a daily basis, I don't think it ain't nothing that we can't accomplish personally.
That's right.
That's
LA,
good.
let me tell you something else.
Come on. Come on.
You need to
come
know
with it.
this,
Come on
that
with it.
my granddaddy was a shoemaker.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes, he had a very successful. I know how to shine shoes, boots. I know how to take the shoe down and put it back together, bro. So when I'm in
Wow.
there with you, I know it. That's like every one of us. My granddaddy had 9 kids. All the grandkids had a shoe shine box. I'm from the south side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be at the
wow.
bird cage. I'll be at the different places. I shine shoes till I went away to college. All through high school, elementary school, I can shine some shoes, and I still can do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You didn't know that. I mean,
Look at that. Wow.
Right, you got
Look at
chill.
that. Look at that
My
chill
granddaddy had
over
all the
there.
tools
Yeah.
in the
My
basement.
God. Ain't that something?
Yeah, he left the tools in the basement. He was very successful. My granddaddy was very successful with those shoes. Very successful. So we did it downtown Chicago, everywhere. Every last one of us had a shoe shine box.
That's awesome.
I think I need to get my
Alright.
grandson one. But yeah,
That's good. That's awesome.
you didn't know that.
That's awesome. We're going to have our scripture walk, and then we're
Oh,
going to come back
yeah.
and get into their updates and see what's been going in their lives. I love to know good
Yes.
things. All right, Otis, so you going to give us some good music to do our scripture walk? We need some Jesus
You
up
see how
in
the
here.
silence.
I
You
love it. I
you try
love
to
it.
Rock set.
All righty. We always like to start our show off with our scripture walk, which is Philippians 1:6. And Kimberly does such an awesome job when she get them right. Okay, there we go.
When she
The
get 'em
first
right.
one, yeah, sometimes she mix them
Yeah.
up. Philippians 1:6 says, finish what you start. Don't be a procrastinator. Whatever you start, finish it. That's our shorter version. Why? Because this young man says, never give up. Whatever you're going through, don't you ever give up. Even when you feel like giving up, don't give up.
Don't.
Why? Why you don't give up? This last one always touches me. But God. But God. That's the reason why we're here today. But God. He's the author and finisher of our faith. He's the beginning and he's the ending. But God. He can do it all. That's the reason why you don't give up. And we're so happy that these two young men here didn't give up and they came back to let us know that they're still among the living. So we welcome you.
Nice
Thank
song,
you, Otis, for that. Thank you, Kimberly.
Very pleasant.
And we're here again with LA. You know, when I hear LA, I always
LA.
think about Los Angeles
Yeah.
or Louisiana.
Yeah.
But we have LA, the man LA. What's up, LA? And we have Ricky over here. What's
That's
up,
right.
Ricky?
You got it.
Y'all
Brother
got
Ricky
it?
Clark, we ready for you.
I like
We
to-
ready?
Ready, let
Come
it
on,
go,
let's
let
talk.
it go,
What's
let's
up?
talk.
What y'all been doing?
Man, I ran into Ricky. It's crazy that I ran into Ricky about a year or so ago, and we were in Forest Park, I believe it was,
Forest Park. Where's Forest Park?
on the other side of the Trinity, on the other side of Papados and Papacitos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
over there
in
down
Fort
close
Worth.
to
Yeah.
University.
Okay.
So
University.
on
Yeah,
that-
that's where
on
I
that-
work.
On
River.
the trail walk,
Trail.
Yeah.
as you go over the overpass, there's a lot of graffiti and things and art. in
Yes,
that
yes, it
area.
is.
And I think one of the recent elected congressional officers here in Tarrant County, at the Stop 6 area, had a panel.
Okay.
I had a chance to speak. He had a chance to speak, and a couple of others had a chance to speak. But it's amazing when you run into someone who has that wisdom and
Yes.
ability to articulate themselves, not just in such a business matter, but just where it actually reaches the spirit and the mind.
Yes, yes.
And that's one of the one things that I connected with him about. I didn't know nothing about Ricky Clark. I had only seen him for that one time. He emphasized he wasn't from Texas, that he was
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Chicago stamped. I got cousins that I haven't personally been in the room with that have been residing in Chicago their whole entire lives.
Right.
You know, on my older brothers and sisters on them side, their dad had stayed in Gary. He was from Mississippi, but he
Right.
stayed in
Okay.
Gary. And
That's
Gary
like
is
Chicago.
where everybody went to that didn't want to deal with the inner city.
Right.
Okay.
From what my understanding is
Okay.
in Chicago. So yeah, man, it's and the connection between the Chicagos and Texans. I mean, I like to think that we got a real great rapport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Real great rapport. And so when I saw Rick and I seen, he kind of put me in that mind of that little brother by the name of James Baldwin, the Invisible Man.
Right.
Yeah, so when you really hear him go into his lectures and the encouraging things that he says, you just kind of be, this brother here has been around a few avenues or two, and
And he speaks very well. Oh my
I know he
God.
knows what this platform is like.
Right.
Yes.
Just, having ran in the streets,
Yeah.
having come up in the streets,
right.
but yet having left the streets to
That's
start
right.
hanging in the facilities and in the conglomerate halls.
That's
and
right.
Our millionaires and our
That's
6
right.
and 9 figure incomes that we see celebrated daily.
That's right.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
The thing is that our youth on this path that we're on, to really find out who we are as a people,
Teach.
have took a deterrent,
Right,
have took
right.
another road, another avenue. And like I say, I don't knock the hustle,
Right.
but what's hustle without worship? What's
Right.
hustle without prayer?
Right.
What's
Right,
hustle
right,
without
right,
what's
right.
hustle without fellowship?
Right.
What's hustle without knowing those who, who are, influential people within our community,
Right,
who are
right.
who right to this day have
Yes.
landmarks.
Right.
Opal Lee, Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
Kennedy, my grandfather who served Kennedy his breakfast before he was assassinated over in
Wow.
Memphis. Those things that y'all don't get to hear about.
Yes, we need to hear about it. Yes.
Now our libraries are not filled with the books, are
Yes.
not filled with our archives departments, are not filled with that. No one is exploring that information.
Right.
And so now we have to just go back and now we're at the beginning of the school year. And I was
Yeah.
telling Ricky, listen, Pastor Felton,
Yeah.
Jenkins is doing a wonderful job over there at Morningside Middle, protecting and keeping them kids safe.
Yeah.
I mean, he was praying over O.D. Wide
Right.
at the beginning of the school year before the
Yeah.
young men decide to take that arm and take that pistol
Yeah.
up in there and, do this little photo op. I mean, when I look at, I said today, a young lady came in to rent a space, a pop-up space at the vendors market this afternoon. And we got to find out she was one of the ODY chaparrals. And I said to myself, you know what?
Wow.
Y'all talk about them ODY chaparrals, but I know for a fact there's a very large segment of successful business people who have went to ODY.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My son went to ODY.
Who have went, and right to this day, they're still working, they're still active in the community.
That's
and
awesome.
they still working alongside others, you know. And I sit back and I look, because I'm an OMM boy. I went to Our Mother Mercy kindergarten through 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
And I like to celebrate the fact, I went through Catholic school, and I was probably one of the bad ones. I like to emphasize that came up out the ranks. But I also like to emphasize that, you know, in spite of everything the lessons that I've had to learn over the years and some of the pitfalls that I found myself falling in, God has blessed me with the ability to still pick myself up
There you go.
by
I'm
my
talking
bootstraps
Right.
and continue on this walk.
Yes.
As I still try to, you know, nick and pick and get to my assignment and complete my assignment while this warm blood is still running through my veins, you know?
Right.
That's right.
So, yeah, today is a testimony.
Okay.
Today is most definitely a testimony. This will be like my second year of my LLC,
Yeah.
domestic LLC.
Y'all ain't
So
impressed for nothing.
keep in mind-
Yeah. All right.
Good.
That's
And I just like to let Tarrant County know, I understand sometimes a property is not acknowledged in his local, but man, I can work anywhere in the state of Texas.
All right.
Up under my LLC.
That's right.
Come on.
And
with
I'm
it.
so thankful for Professor Dodge over there at Texas A&M Legal Clinic and the student body that personally assisted me with that. Dr. Boyd over there at TCU,
TCU.
Professor, and then her
That's my girl.
lovely brother. Those guys have been so
Dr.
instrumental.
Boyd. Yeah.
Braver Business Academy.
Braver. Yeah, I know
Oh
Braver.
man, I could just go on. Mark Carter, my church.
That's my mom, Mark. That's my main
My
man.
pastor?
Give
Yeah.
a shout out to
Say
you.
my pastor,
Yeah. Say his name.
Yeah.
Reverend Glenn,
That's a
Timothy Glenn,
Is it Mount Olive?
Mount Olive Missionary
All
Baptist
right,
Church.
then. Give a shout out to it. Yes.
Mark Carter, my main man.
Say man,
bro.
we go through some dark times.
You gotta talk about that.
And sometimes when it's like car dealerships, they always say they engaged or they do these little things for the community, but they not really actively engaged in our community.
Okay.
They might sponsor something, you understand me, relevant to their communities, but you don't see that activism. You don't see that walk. It's quite a few of our ministers right now who work alongside of each other, collectively together in the ministry to try to uplift, edify, and encourage.
Right.
You know, when I found my church home, I found it right there in Reverend Glenn's.
There you
my
go.
aunt and them had been residing for probably 50 plus or more
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You know? So from being on the usher board and watching them being the ushers and having to come
Yeah.
in and be mindful
Yeah,
and
you remember.
everything, I remember those days.
Active
you know?
member.
So,
Yes.
and then my pastor, the man sent for me when I was incarcerated. In Tarrant County Jail, I had an anxiety attack in the county jail. Couldn't breathe. Got up to run to the door. And just as I was about to holler and knock on the door, that little breath of air came through
Wow.
that little crack space. And I found myself in that little panic mode because our children don't know what it's like to be out here and compromise your civil liberty, but then have it snatched from you.
Wow.
You know, and I was in that state to where how I allowed myself to get back in this situation. But it was a lesson there for me. And the lesson was that, you know, in spite of everything in this world we go through, we must take a moment
Come
before
on.
we make that decision
Yes.
that could compromise our civil liberty as well as our lives.
Yes.
You know? So if I can't say anything to our youth or anything to Tarrant County 817, because we celebrating 817 right now.
Come on.
You know, and in celebrating 817, we got to be mindful of what we do throughout our day to enjoy our weekends. And right now, we just entirely losing too much on our highways, our byways, our frontage roads, and in our community with senseless, mayhem. I would just like to not trying to just identify those particular victim in here, because we got so many different victims who have been victimized by gun violence or just violence in general. And when we look at our civilization as the people here throughout Tarrant County and the history of Tarrant County, I mean, African Americans in Tarrant County have something to stand up for, and our children don't have no excuse. And the two recent videos with the two little girls and the little boy, and they got their pink little Jordans on, and they rapping and they dancing and they giving the business, and then they got these other two little guys that did one today that I thought was just so laughable. And I said to myself, can they spell those words?
Wow.
Can they articulate them words without that music or without that vibe? Can they do that in a school-like setting for the curriculum?
So what'd you come up with?
So I said to myself that it actually starts with the grooming in the household. Because you can't say one individual can't do it by themselves, but I know a bunch of single-parent women that have raised some wonderful children and pushed them to have pushed them beyond their expectations.
So let me say this, as I hear you speak, oftentimes we talk about our children, and we as a people end up blaming the victims for being victimized because we're the parents. They can only follow our leads, and oftentimes we thinking that the kids are doing something else. Remember the saying that says that the apple only falls from the tree. But
said that earlier.
Come on with it.
But if it's sitting on the hill, it can roll. It can roll far away and not realize it's a part of the tree.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when you're talking about young folks, oftentimes I think, this is an I statement, that we do a disservice to them by not giving them the things that they need. Right? Not what they want, but what they need. And I think there's a need for understanding their culture, understanding who they are and their greatness. One of the things I often ask young people is, can you name 5 black men who've done something great? Or if it's a woman, 5 black women. I ask, can you name 5 black men who've done something great? Martin and Malcolm can't be one of them. They can't play sports and can't be entertainers. And they can be living or dead. Do you know 9 out of 10 they can't do it? So if they can't name one, then they can't be one.
Okay.
In order to be a man, you got to see a man. In order to be greatness, you got to see greatness. But if all we know is negative consequences about our people, if all we do is begin our history in slavery, we'll never realize who we are. Nobody begins their history in slavery. So the reason why I think that our children do what they're doing, because they not have a sense of history, not his story, but our story, or maybe the word my story, like the word mystery. And I think that's what we fail. So when you say we're going full circle, just coming back in here now, I've been running the My Brother's Keeper program for the last 10 years, even before then.
Yeah, that's right.
And in fact, I've been to the White House, met with Barack Obama, brought Matthew Johnson here to Fort Worth. I mean, we working with these kids doing this, and now that they've taken over the school district, they ended the program. Right? The lady literally said, your program is a woke program, right? And then she went on to say, now this is a woke program. When you say My Brother's Keeper, it sounds like a promise.
Okay.
Did you hear that part? It sounds like a promise. So if we have this program, we doing well with the kids, and we doing what we say we're going to do, and it's successful, why would you end it?
That's
right?
a good question.
And then once they end it, now we sitting here saying, what's wrong with our kids? Why aren't they doing what they're supposed to do? Because every opportunity we have to do it, someone sees it and has the ability to stop it. So I'm glad I came here today, but today I want to talk about more of us like Black Power. And what I mean by that is, when you have the Black Power, can't nobody stop you from doing what you're doing. And so I'm saying to say that right now, even though they ended the program, I'm not going back to the district, going before the school board. Just going to run our own program, raise our own funds, do our own thing, and we ain't got to ask nobody. That's the empowerment that our young folks need to see. To know that if it's something great, then no one can stop it. That's real empowerment. Right? Other than that, we just a collective of people. We just group and we can come together, we can mobilize. But until we empowered,
Power's out.
you gotta have the power. So when we teaching those young kids, that's what we want to show them. I heard y'all talking about owning your own business. He got a business, I got a business, you got a business, all of us got a business. Everybody should have one. Right? So if we ain't thinking like that or talking like that, how would they do it?
That's right.
So I hope that from this one on that we can begin to speak power to our young people, to not only talk about it, but show them, like you said when the show got started. We have to let our audio line up with our video. We got to let what we say, let them see what we say. Not just say it, but see it. And I'm looking for shows like this that we keep it empowering people about it. How do we do that? And then the other part is, why are they doing it? And most of our kids do what they do because it's been something. This is an I statement. And when y'all hear me say I statement, I'm saying I think, I feel. I can't speak for everybody else.
That's right. Say it.
But I think that the reason why our situation is the way it is because of all the trauma that we've dealt with. In the past, we wanted to call it post-traumatic slave syndrome, but there's a name for it. It's called trauma.
Trauma.
And trauma has been passed down from one generation to the next. And the one thing I know about trauma is this: if you don't correct it, it'll move to the next generation.
That's right.
So sometimes when you see us acting out, doing things like going to jail or doing something like that, go check the family tree. Because it was in somewhere somebody hollered out. Somebody didn't finish their assignment. Somebody didn't do what was supposed to be done. Or they done something they shouldn't have been doing. And that trauma itself passes down to me, passes down to my son, and now you want to know why he acting like he acting. Why she acting like she acting. Nobody ever took the time to say, not what's wrong with them, but what happened to them. What happened that a person would act like that? It had to be something that you would take the time to shoot a person. You know, you had the recent thing that took place with a lady from Odie Wyatt. The guy did the road rage and shot and killed the lady.
And then kept on driving.
And he said that he did. I mean, if you hear him, I'm sorry, he still need to go to jail. But he was acting out in drama. He acted out. He was triggered and didn't know how to deal with it.
Didn't know how to stop that triggered thinking.
So when we get triggered, we do things like that. So I'm saying we need to speak more about it. When he say testimonial day, this is the testimony. The testimony is that we've been fooled, we've been duped, we've been led astray, as he said. Until we come back to the realization of who we are, we will continue to act like that. We're going to act like that, we're going to talk like that, we're going to walk like that. But when we come to knowledge of ourselves, we won't act like that anymore.
Somebody have to break it.
Well, and the thing that I hear people saying is that oftentimes now I think, where's a therapist at? Where's our counselors? You know, you've been through all this drama, but you ain't got no therapist. You ain't got no counselor.
Say, man, listen.
I'm listening.
Hear me
Come
out
on.
right quick.
I'm saying something.
I went right over there on Turl and checked into the behavior clinic.
See what I'm talking about?
And all my family was saying, L.A., are you for real?
Come on, Ella.
I'm like, yeah, I'm for real.
Yeah.
All my life I've been here, L.A., you this, you this, you
Right.
this, you this. But I'm like, man, listen, can't no crazy man do what I do.
Come on now.
Can't no crazy man
Right.
do what I do.
In L.A.,
So,
you
my
right.
therapist told me, she
Yeah.
said, sometime they put me on the medication.
Come on.
And then I'm like, man, the medication had me bouncing all off the wall.
Right.
So I said, with that, and my consumption of my recreational thing I do, it wouldn't work. So
Right.
I left the meds alone.
Right.
We talked,
Okay.
and she said, you know what, LA, sometime it just be for a season. You know what I'm saying? You might not have to go through this whole entire process with this meds to get back right.
Right.
And get back on your game.
Hey, what are you talking about?
And so with that said, I acknowledged that. So I turned 60 last year.
Okay.
And with
Well,
that comes a
young
little
man.
maturity.
You say young man.
65.
So,
I just look like
with
this.
that comes a little maturity. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So when you start walking in maturity, you know, and I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
You know, so I start thinking different. I start walking different.
Right.
I start paying attention to the signs. I start being a little bit more observant of the people that I fellowship with.
Right.
And I tried to be an inspiration to them. So, boom, I pushed God's activating button for the blessing.
Come on.
Some of us fail to push that button. We have to activate that blessing.
But
know
you
what
said
I'm saying?
something deep, bro. You spoke about the therapy, and oftentimes we don't speak openly. I'm in therapy too.
Yeah, we don't.
It was the best
We
thing
don't.
ever could have happened to me. I tell people all the time, my name is Ricky, and I'm in therapy.
Yeah.
I go every other Tuesday. Well, I don't go. I talk to him on the phone every other Tuesday. And the guy that I talk to happened to be a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. He a Q, and if you heard us talking, you would think like, hey, they are. But the man is right. And the one thing I like about therapy that's different from counseling, in therapy, I'm telling them what I need to do. You know what he told? But then do it. You know that man told me one day, he's like, look, save your money and quit wasting my time if you're not going to do what you said you're going to do. That's what I love
Well,
about
that's
therapy.
true. You should.
So all of us should get some therapy. If you black and you don't have therapy, get something. When we were young, we used to think that you was crazy if you see the counselor of therapy. Now we
But
realize
black people
we
don't
need
do therapy, Ricky.
Right, but we need to do therapy because if we don't, we crazy. And if
Black
all the
people
stuff
are
that we've
told what goes on
gone
in the house, stay in the house.
Guess what?
We
it's
don't do
And guess what I
therapy.
tell? It's the secrets in our house that's killing us.
That's
The
right.
secret.
Let me repeat that. It's the secrets in the house is killing them. But you led by saying LA. You said it was like, oh, something wrong with LA. You great. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You were the best thing you ever could have did was when he got some help. We thought something was wrong with us. Right? I thought something. I didn't even think that. I just realized.
Well, why do you think people think that it's bad to go to therapy if
because
you need
if I don't know where y'all come from. When I grew up, it's a
stigma.
stigma. We thought that you were crazy if you went to
we
therapy.
would say that.
You would say that, but guess what? I realized we crazy if we don't go. Right, because it can help you. He just said it himself. He said all this time I'm going through all of them. He came to the realization of himself. And then the other thing you said, LA, is well, she gave me the medicine, and she said I may not need this all the time. Right, so even when you see people drinking and drugging, oftentimes they're trying to get balance, but they're using the wrong thing, right? So in the old days, what did we do? A long time ago, before we had therapists, we had counselors. Can I tell y'all what we did? Before we had therapists, before we had counselors, before we had all this old psychological stuff, guess what we did? Y'all gonna love this part. We doing it. We would sit in a council in a circle and we would talk about the issues that we deal with. We don't do enough about that. We're hiding the secrets. Right?
We don't talk no more. We don't talk family. We don't talk.
So the next time we get together, the family needs to circle up.
But
make a circle. No, they don't. Don't say what they want to do.
The family want to keep it in. They don't want us to know what's going on.
Well, that's why we're here today to tell you.
That's why
family, don't do that. Let me tell you why. This is an I statement.
Come on with
because it's the
like
trauma in the family that's killing us. This one lady, let me tell y'all what's amazing. We talking about testimonial time, right? So this one lady, come to find out after she died, the family started talking. Come to find out when she was going through all the stuff she was going through, they was talking about she was crazy. Come to find out she was molested by a member of the friend of the family, not a member of the family, but not only that, a friend of the family. Well, not only that, her daughter was molested by a friend of the family, and the granddaughter and the great-granddaughter.
All never talked about
not the same person.
But they never shared.
They never talked about it until she died, and when she died, they talked about it openly. Come to realize all of them had dealt with it because they had not shared it. Right, what I'm saying? This trauma that you deal with, sometimes we're prone. We're supposed to. Let me share with you. You know that psychologists always use rats to do experiments with us. Do you know why they use rats? Anybody ever had this? Because 90% of the DNA they have, we have that same DNA. There are other animals too.
Talk to them.
Rats have 90% of our DNA. So they did this experiment with these rats, and they put them around this poison that can kill them, right? And they did it. They put 5 generations later. These rats ain't never been around that. How did those rats know not to go around that smell? Because it was passed down in their DNA, right? You ever hear people like, we call it generational curses. They know generational curse. That's been passed down in your DNA. And if you don't change it, it will pass down. Like, my granddaddy was an alcoholic, and now you're an alcoholic, and then your brother's an alcoholic. Oh, my brother was a drug addict, and you're a drug addict, and they're a drug addict. Oh, my mother was promiscuous, now you promiscuous, and they promiscuous. It's in us. It's in your DNA. And so if you don't change it, it will pass on to the next one. And the thing that I learned about the DNA, you can have 2 identical twins. One can be a drug addict, and the other one can be a scholar. Right. You're like, wait. What? No, sugar ain't gonna happen. Wait, something had to happen. Those 2 right there, and even them 2 separate, right? And he ended up doing this, the other one doing that. It goes to show you that it can change. Yeah. Right? But if we don't address it, how would it change? Now, if I knew that my daddy was a scholar, 9 out of 10, I would probably be a what? A scholar. But if I didn't know that my daddy was a scholar, and my daddy was a hustler, and my daddy was a drug addict, and my daddy was a pimp, and then 9 out of 10, I'm subject to be a what? A pimp, a drug addict. The same thing. Even if you didn't know, I met my son before I met my daddy. Did I tell y'all that? I met my son before I met my daddy. And when I met my daddy, I seen him 27 times before he died. But I didn't grow up with my daddy, but I act just like my daddy. So when my sister see me like, Clean, put your shoulders back, you looking like your daddy. Well, I don't know he did that. I memorized poems. I probably know 50 poems in my head. My daddy knew poems, right? Right before he died, he said, one of my favorite poems is If by Rudyard Kipling, right? Well, he knew the Raven by Rudyard Kipling. These are long stanzas. I mean, I can go all the way down it verse by verse, word for word, verbatim. My daddy was like that, and I did not grow up with my daddy. He was also a functioning alcoholic. I do not drink at all. You hear that? Like, when you gonna say, no, I'm not taking a drink for you. No, that's my problem for your birthday. I don't do it. But these are certain things that if we didn't know, LA, you gonna pass it to your kids. You gonna pass it to your grand. Let me use some more. If you were promiscuous, say you had a child out of wedlock, didn't tell the daddy who it was. Next thing you know, somebody in your family gonna deal with the same situation. And then the next one gonna do the same way. I don't even know everybody on here. I don't even know y'all lives, but I bet you 50 to 1. If we would be open up and open our hearts and open our minds and say, this happened to me, one of your cousins, one of your niece, one of your sisters. And the other thing that you have to hear about this trauma, it ain't gotta happen to you. It could have happened to your cousin. You was in the same room.
You don't have to do it.
It didn't have to happen to you. It happened to your brother, but you was in the same house. It didn't happen to you. You weren't in the house. You weren't in that function. You just found out that it happened to your sister, and it affects you. Oh, Uncle such and such did such and such. You weren't even in the house, but now you still affected. Want to know why am I so promiscuous? Why am I so? Because these things, when you realize trauma, I know I'm talking like this, y'all, because I'm passionate about it. I'm so passionate about it, I think that all of us need to get some help. And you said it earlier, and let me calm myself down. It's the secrets in our house that's killing us. Let me give you some history on this. I'm just not talking. I read a book called What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Bruce Perry. More Bruce Perry than Oprah Winfrey. In that book, they talked about different actions that these young people had taken. There was this one young lady, she kept getting in trouble. They didn't know what was wrong. You know, they ended up putting her in the hospital, come to find out she was diabetic. She in there, they seeing her blood sugar go up, blood sugar going up. And they like, what's wrong with her? Your blood sugar goes, so the guy, Dr. Perry comes in and see what's wrong, why her blood sugar kept going up. They was like, whoa, what is wrong with her? Well, they had her in a room in the front of the hospital. So every time she heard the police or the alarm, it caused her blood pressure to go up. They simply moved her to the back of the hospital, and the sugar came down, and they let her out. This other young man, he was stabbing people, just kept stabbing them. They were like, what is wrong with the young boy? He kept, I know every one of y'all remember the kid with the pencil? I don't know if y'all got stabbed with a pencil when you was little.
Right here.
Everybody got a story. I got one too. See that?
One number 2.
Right. So he was stabbing people with pencils. They went and did. General counselor come to find out that his granddaddy had killed the man in Oklahoma, stabbed him and killed him. And then he became an alcoholic and he's drinking. And then he had a son, passed those emotions down to his son, who in turn passed down to his grandson. I'm gonna give you one more. This other young man, very prosperous, doing well in school, got a scholarship to play baseball in college, get down at the college campus when he's 19, get down at the college campus at age 19. Now all of a sudden he can't sleep at night. They like, what's wrong with him? He up at night, and when he go to sleep, he freezes. They like, well, go see the counselor. He went to see the counselor, couldn't keep the scholarship up. They sent him home. Get home, and he still have insomnia, where you can't sleep. He stand up at night, and he cold. Gets back to the house, they send counseling, couldn't help. He goes see the therapist. The therapist told him, and it's a book called It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wolin, so I'm giving receipts like the kids say, right? Mark Wolin in the book. It didn't happen to you. Come to find out, the boy went to the therapist and found out that his mother had a brother who died, hyperventilated. He was in Canada putting up the lights and fell and died, hyperventilated. And she was pregnant at the time. So those emotions, those thoughts passed down to her, went to her son. And he was 19 when the brother died. So I want y'all to hear me when we saying this. They've done these experiments to the rat, and I can go on and on. It's happening. In order for us to stop this, we need to talk about it. So
That's
my suggestion is that when we have our next family reunion, get in a circle, and don't wait for somebody to die to do this. Get into a circle, and let's just throw up, right? I ain't talking about the elephant in the room. I'm talking about what's really going on. I'm talking about what's under the carpet. Because we can walk in some of our households, we know darn well something going on in that household. I'd have been around people, you can see by all of a sudden when she was 5 and 6, she kept talking and joyous, now she died, she don't say nothing. She ain't even speaking. Certain people come to the house, you want to know why she leaving. Or why is she in the room by herself? Because ain't nobody ask her what happened to her.
Right.
All they asking is, what's wrong with her? And I think that we need to start opening our mouths, start speaking it out. If Uncle did something wrong, Uncle might not need to go back. Uncle needs some help, because if Uncle don't get the help, he gonna pass it down to somebody else. Ain't he gonna get some help? If she don't, she gonna pass it down to somebody else. And then you wanna know why we drinking and why we drugging. We trying to get balanced. I'll stop there.
That's awesome. Okay. You got anything else to say? He done preached his sermon.
No, I'm just sitting back. Man, I'm just sitting back thinking about. No, it's not that I'm through or anything. It's just that when we just talk about that, when we talk about that drama, that trauma, you know, and a lot of people won't admit, you know, that I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been run over, I done had my jaw broke, I done had couple of guys try to pistol whip me. I done been through all that. My mom shot me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just things that I've gone through in this 60 years old. I don't think some of the citizens could have survived.
No.
That's why I keep telling us I'm a walking miracle.
Do you have any kids?
Mm-mm. Okay. Mom told me don't make the deposit if I wasn't going to take on that responsibility.
Okay, I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? She told me right when she saw I got active. You know, so and speaking to all you overly sexualized brothers, hey man, y'all calm down out there.
Especially if you ain't taking care of them.
I asked that question for a reason. Yeah. Sometimes you can pass it down to your children.
Yeah, I'm very mindful.
Also pass it down to your nieces and nephews.
Understandable.
Whole family.
And I got a great.
So if they see you get hurt or see you do something like that, I bet you.
Yes.
I don't know. Can't remember if I'm wrong. There is somebody that can follow what you've done.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't want to put them down.
And I'm trying to encourage them.
See that?
You know, my nieces and nephews, they came up admiring some of the things that me and my brother were able to accomplish. And right now, both of us are very successful within our career fields of work. Right. You know, man, my brother right now, my baby brother, considering the lifestyle he had lived coming up, you know, and what he's able to sit back and enjoy with his wife and with his kids, man, a lot of guys would be envy of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? To know that. And I'm so thankful to have him as a little brother, you know, and the things that he's accomplished. And he's like number 5 within his janitorial field up under the company, but he's number 1 within his own business.
Come on now.
You know?
That's good.
And now he's working for over at Cedar Hill, DeSoto, and Glen Heights with the new facilities over there. Started out cutting grass.
Come on now.
Saw that he could clean a building. They took him out the field, and what they do? Put him in the house. That's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do.
That's a good
That's what they did.
Yeah.
So when I tell you, man, we stopped running the streets and started running with millionaires, that ain't no cap.
Right.
That
You
ain't no
said
cap.
stop running the streets and start running with millionaires.
That ain't no cap.
Because who you hang out with will be the ones you end up with.
That ain't no cap, man. So,
You know what I say,
you know, I just like, in my latter years, I just want to be a growing testimony and encouragement to others, you know, because I know y'all watching, you know, and I know that God has just blessed me with the ability to sustain.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He blessed me with that to sustain. And I mean, like I say, we just got to activate his blessing. And you do that by staying humble, staying grounded, fellowshipping with lovely people as these two people right here. Yeah. I mean, y'all are my 2 biggest supporters, whether y'all realize it or not. I've always followed y'all. I've always tried to give you a like, because I know them likes mean something. Right. They just like, it's just like Google. I got last month, I was got the number 1 rating in Google.
Good.
Number 1 rating in AI maps based on what I offer. You understand? And the service that I offer. And that's amazing, right? But on the backside of it, I got 1 bad review today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with that, because I got 250 that's saying just the opposite of what that one
So that
is.
one, yeah. And that's good, though.
And man, look, our rapport is different throughout our communities. But at the end, all we can do is make a connection. We're obligated to make a connection with others.
That's right.
Man, I swear, man, I treat a 0 beacon like it's a 900 beacon walking in the bar car. Because I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful. Yeah, we go through trauma. We've gone through some bad experiences in life. You know, the life and the ups and downs and things that we do as a people. I just think that we still got light at the end of this tunnel.
Yes, we do. We just have to keep going and going. When I said that, before we get ready to do Fashion by Kimberley, I thought about, I went to this elementary school years ago. You know, we have to go in and do this stuff. And I asked the kids, I said, what do you all want to be when you grow up? And I never expected this one answer. Everybody was saying they wanted to do this. One of the Mexican boys said, I want to go to prison when I grow up. And it caught me off guard when he said it.
Wow.
And I said, well, why would you want to go to prison? Well, my uncle, he was like this here, you know. My uncle went to prison. My daddy went to prison. He was acting just like this, moving his shoulders. And they came home buff and all of this. And I'm just listening to him, right? And that's the reason why I want to go to prison. I said, but you're going to have to do something to go to prison. I do like them. And I thought about when you said that, they live by examples. A lot of them do.
By what they see.
And everything. So, you know, we have to be very careful what we say and how we say things, you know, because we can speak things into existence by saying this. Now, my mom, when my daddy died, he was 5. He was a farmer, and he took care of all of us. And her goal was all of her kids was going to go to college. All 8 of us. That was her prayer. She put it into us, and we would sit around and we talk. Good. And in the community, they say, oh, Irene and her girls, they going to have number babies on top of babies. But Mom was like what you said. She brought us all in. Right. Said all of us in the room, in the living room, and she told us what the community was saying. Oh. But she also said, we're going to make them out of alive. That's right. Because you all are going to college, you all are going to get a degree. All right. And before you're talking about me, I was number 8. Before you leave, I'm going to get my high school diploma. Right. So we was brought up, getting in that little circle in heaven, sitting at the table eating, we laugh and talk, and all of that. And all 8 of us got our college degree.
Where'd you get yours from?
Prairie View A&M University.
I know about Prairie View.
All 6 went to Prairie View, and 2 went to Wiley. My 2 oldest went to Wiley. Jarvis. Jarvis. A lot of my friends went to Jarvis.
I'm a graduate.
Christian.
That's what brought me here to Fort Worth.
And so my sister said, I ain't going to Wiley. So she heard of Prairie View College. It was a college then.
My granddaughter there now.
Yeah, and all 6 of us graduated from Prairie View, and A.I. Thomas was our president. I was the last one before he whatchamacallit. So all of us got out.
What's that?
People productive producers are productive people. That was they slang was. But we all communicated. And we talk, and that is a lot what's missing today.
We're not talking enough.
We don't talk enough. We don't want to share some of the things. Sunday, we did an ordination for one of our deacons. And one of the guys stood up, and he had his nephews here. And he made the statement, he said, the best thing we can do for you all is to tell you what we learned.
That's right.
What we have experienced from, listening to what you were saying.
That's right.
What we experienced from in our life, so y'all won't make the mistakes. If you do make them, you can't say that we didn't tell you about.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, my mom told us that. She said, I'd rather for you. You want to go out and drink? I'm going to go get you what you want to drink. I don't know what I want to drink. Yeah. What you want to drink? I'm going to go get you, so I'm going to let you see how it is right here. Mom, you going to let us do it? Yeah.
Right here.
Because, see, if you learn here, when you go out, you won't be doing it. Right. You never put your drink down on the table and go dance.
Right.
You know, we taught those things. I teach my sons that, you know.
The pros and cons, the social etiquettes that we have to be mindful of.
What's going on.
Because, man, it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of trickery out there.
It's a lot of things that's just being perpetrated amongst us as the people simply because of who we are as a coexisting people. You know, it's just a lot of things that we just got to address. Right now, the black woman boasts the most academic and college accolades in the country, actually probably in the world. The black woman is probably the most smartest, educated woman in the world. Let's just point blank. And the most impressed. So with that said, why is it that we can't merge the gap? You know, it seems like the black man and the black woman are in competition with each other in some aspects, you know, in some households. But why is it that we can't merge the gap? Because so many of us have gone to our graves based on the information that we need to coexist another 250 years, what this country just celebrated. You know, the business plan, the business model ain't changed. Capitalism is still the same in this country, you know, in spite of all the talk and the rhetoric about, you know, democracy and our civil rights and all these different little parties and panels. The business model has not changed. Right now, you can go start a DBA with $35.
Right.
$35. Walk right down there on Taylor Street, go up to the 3rd floor, and you in and out in 5 minutes.
Yep,
I could not get one of the young men that I thought I had an influence over just to take the step. I said, bro, if you just take the step, I'm going to walk you through it.
Do it. And he didn't want
Mom and them telling me, man, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do all that to run no business. But you know how many illegal businesses that we got out here in Tarrant County that's running illegally? So why would you want to be on the legal side of something when you know you're doing something on the illegal side? Why not try to make that transition like you saw little bro do, like you saw I'm doing? That transition. We in transition.
And it's easy to do it now. You got so much AI stuff you can do now and everything.
Well, not only that, I'm going to close y'all with this. I have to go. But I want to leave it to, if y'all ever read that book, Big Brother's Watching, it's cameras every darn way.
What?
Why would you do anything
1,700 flock cameras in Tarrant County, y'all.
Why would you do anything wrong?
1,700 flock cameras.
You
saw how fast they pursued old boy.
All right.
1,700 flock cameras.
I'm saying,
Tarrant County.
there's this word that I want to leave you with. It's called integrity.
Yes.
Integrity is doing what's right when ain't nobody watching.
That's
so if
right.
I can leave y'all with anything, it's integrity. Because if we deal with the integrity, the trauma will fix itself.
That's right.
Know that you don't want other folks to be treated that way, so you don't want to be treating yourself that way. Integrity is doing what's right when ain't nobody watching. Let's clean that up.
That's right. Let's do the right thing. We're going to have Fashion by Kimberley.
Right.
This has really been good. Come on, Fashion. Look, she was off in a day listening to y'all.
Come on, you 6 foot deeper.
Come on, Otis, give us something. Give us something good.
Man, listen, guys, this is my favorite part of the show.
What's the favorite part? Go ahead.
Besides you.
Okay. No, go ahead.
No, Kimberley is just a fox by nature, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Kimberly.
You know, even without the steroids, she's probably standing maybe about 5'8", 5'11", in the winter between that. Just giving that. So, you know, man, just look at this gorgeous little fox here.
And she's single.
What?
I didn't know that.
Yes, she's
Because she want to be.
Even with that said, being single comes with a lot of responsibility these days.
Right.
You know, but that said, Fashion by
like
Kimberley,
the black and gold.
you notice that was a blouse that she had around her blue jeans earlier.
You go get, I love those shoes. And those big, beautiful legs. Look at
Right.
And look at that hat. Look at that hat.
And I like that purse
tell women
too.
all the time, the toenail says a whole lot.
Whoa, yeah. Yes, it does.
Ain't no paint missing.
That's right.
Ain't no paint missing, guys.
I
Ain't
love
a
it.
chip nowhere.
And I love the purse, Kim, how you bringing the purse out. That purse is made by Nina.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Talk
it?
about that purse.
Ravish. What is it? Ravish? Yeah.
Oh, that's her too?
I like that.
Oh, that's the bag.
That's the bag. She makes those by her. She has her business.
Are they expensive?
That-
Probably are. Oh, that's really nice.
That's not bad.
You can spend that much with Louis Vuitton, but you can't spend it for hours. And they using plastic. Go ahead,
Those
girl.
are handmade. And she
Right.
designed them.
I
She
like
was
it.
on our show last week.
Okay.
Look at her rocking that fedora.
Look at it. She got
mean,
it. I
got
love
it.
the hat.
Yeah.
The hat.
I try to do the hats. I can't do that.
Everything on point.
Shoot, that bag look like it could be a purse.
Right. You should make one like that. Tell her.
And I love the bow.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Kimberley will be doing her own fashion show October the 20th. I've been trying to get her to do this.
Where's gonna be held?
Right
He
here.
on the show. All
We're
right.
gonna be right here on the Talk of Life Talk Show
Thank
with
you, Kimberley.
Elma, October
Right.
the 20th. She will be just holding and do the bubble.
Just hold, let go.
Just hold it. You
I'm
gonna
holding
take it
it.
a minute.
I'm
Let go.
holding it.
Push that out while they're trying to figure. There you go. Ricky getting a hold of the bubble.
Right.
While he's doing the bubbles, I'm gonna talk about the one and only photo booth that you all need.
That's right.
It's called the Kurt Booth. The Kurt Booth do beautiful pictures. You'll see all of us on that.
All right.
You can rent, you can buy, you can lease it. We do all kinds of events. Weddings, birthday parties, company events, job fair. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a job fair this week coming up. So y'all tune in and check us out with the Kurt Booth. www.thekurtbooth.com. Not only that, he's opened up his own shirt. He has his t-shirts. He has his own store now. This
All
is
right.
a Beta Fish.
All right.
Never underestimate spirit. He designed this one. He can design design your t-shirt just for you. You can check him out in his store, www.kurtinspirations.com. Right. You can go in there, select your t-shirt, the size, pay for it, and it's shipped right to your place of home, business, or whatever, okay? And it will be stamped with the Kurt Inspiration.
Okay.
I tell you, God is so good. He blesses him with all these beautiful plaques, cups and all. And he's also a producer of our show. He can do your podcast. He can do your website. I tell you, this young man
websites.
here, he does it all. That's the reason why we do the bubble. So he is a one-stop. Like I said, if you want to get married and stop shacking, we can even marry you. We can marry you right here. Sing your song, Kimberly.
Going to the chapel and I'm gonna get married.
We gonna blow bubbles at your wedding.
Y'all come see me, man. I'm at 1201 Oakland Boulevard, Suite 1119, inside Vendors Market, my new location.
Now, where is this at now? Say it again.
So, I'm in the Ritzy's parking in the Ritzy's Shopping Center Plaza. It's not Club
Oakland
Ritzy's
and 30.
anymore. It's Ritzy's. And the reason for it is because now Mark is able to book corporate shows. And now that, with that said, I got a shoe shine stand inside. So when during the holiday season, when the big corporations are looking for an event center, I'm running alongside with that, offering that particular
Now, where is this
service.
located at?
1201 Oakland Boulevard.
Oakland.
Oakland
30
Boulevard.
30 in Oakland.
30 in
Yeah,
Oakland.
yeah.
Right next door to Oakland, right next door to Nolan High School, right behind
Okay.
Lisa's Chicken. So we're right there in the shopping center, Plaza
okay.
Vendors Market. They
Chef's
had
Corner? Chef's Corner.
Chef
Food.
Corner, right next door to Chef
Good.
Corner.
Black people.
Okay, so if I
everything-
exit off of Oakland,
Make
come
a
in
right.
30, exit Oakland.
Yeah, make a heading west, you make a right.
Okay.
And then as soon as you get to the business parking lot, you turn right up in there.
Yeah.
And it's got, you're gonna see Ritzy's, Chef's Corner.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
see the print
M&M
shop.
print shop.
You're gonna
I'll get
see
my
we
t-shirts
got
there.
even got a little frisbee
Oh, no.
thing,
I
a
get
little
them here
frisbee
now.
store.
Yeah, you gonna get your t-shirts
Yeah,
here
we
now.
got a post office,
But,
a salon for her,
Yeah,
a
mailbox
barbershop,
service.
a
Oh,
mailbox
okay.
service.
It is all owned by a black
this
man.
is all
All
black.
right,
All
we
this
need
is
to
all
bring
black.
him on the
all
show.
All
black
Who
this
is
is
it?
all black on. You know,
Yeah.
Mark is such
Mark.
a busy man.
Yeah,
Okay,
he ain't gonna
what's
have
it-
Never
time.
mind. The Marketon is I'm pronouncing it
Yeah.
correct. So Mark is a very busy man, but he's been in the business for a
Friendly,
minute,
open
but
to
he's
people.
a friendly, open. Me and him been knowing each other for a lifetime. He told me, he said, LA, I think your business is gonna blow up. And I just want to be instrumental in being there for you. Since we've known
wow,
each other a
that's
lifetime,
awesome.
He's on the right
I'm gonna
side.
give you, and my booth space ain't a very large booth space.
That's right
But
on
I
time.
got dual citizenship inside Vendors Market.
And it's
I
called
got
Vendors Market.
Vendors Market,
got
and I
other
got dual
markets in there,
shit
too.
inside
Other people are selling
Ritzy's.
things.
Wow.
So you got other boutiques,
Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
You can get a booth in there. They sell hats. They
Yeah,
sell
we got
African
pop-ups.
attire. They sell
I got
several
an idea
things.
for you too.
Oh my God.
I got an idea for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just kind of excited about
This
it.
is nice.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna have
man,
to get
listen,
over there and see that.
yeah, I encourage because if you need all your little stilettos, to need your little heel
Cleaned
caps
up.
and everything.
Oh, tennis shoes too.
Your tennis shoes,
Oh,
your
wow.
shoe
Boot
repair,
shoes.
your boot shoe repair. I'm on board with all that. And
One week you have it right back.
And
for
you ain't got to ride all the way over to Geno's.
Right.
And not knocking no other, but Wayne's is closed.
Right, all
Billy
of them
Adams is
they
closed.
closed.
So all the Carson Road is
Yeah.
closed. Lancaster and Oakland is
Used to
closed.
be right there.
The only other shoe repair shop in Fort Worth
That
right
we
now
know
is
of.
Cobblestone Shoe Hospital, my old store on Cambui.
Right,
That
that's the
I
only
actually
one.
owned and that I actually operated for the actual owners. You know,
Wow.
we just couldn't reach an agreement on the shine aspect because anything that came through the door, he wanted the boot money and he wanted the money from the store. But
Okay.
so I,
Closed.
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
They still, that stone is
Billy
still
closed
there.
three and a
Wow,
half, three and a
this
half
is-
months ago.
Wow.
Billy retired. You want?
trying to get
I
Billy on the
like.
show.
I can read.
Wow.
I can read the text.
But we're
to
gonna
you.
let them talk after, but we're gonna close out the show.
You gotta
Give us some inspiration before we close the show. Give us some inspiration, Ricky.
Can I give a poem?
Go ahead.
A startling thought just crossed my mind. It explains why we standing in unemployment line. It explains why my future is looking duller, because for under my skin there's too much color. That at last it ends in me a part of the dream. I am who I am, a supreme human being. Stripped of my economic ignorance, I have nothing to hide, because for in my heart there's too much pride. Now you can wallow in excuses if that be your wish, but my look is simply to lavish in bliss. I'm gonna succeed one way or another, because for under my skin there's too much color. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love
Hello,
it.
Paula Shuttle Services.
See y'all later. I gotta go.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Ricky.
man.
My old lady, her
Appreciate it.
birthday today, and I say I
Mr.
still
Clark, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, bro.
Go take a picture.
Wait a minute, we finna close. All right, we thank you all for tuning in to the Talk of Life Talk Show with Elma. Thank you, LA. Thank you, Ricky. Until we see you all face to face, keep on watching. Good night, Miss Ella. Good night, Miss Connie. We love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Every Monday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Facebook, YouTube. Watch us on YouTube so we can get our watch hours up. Thank you all.